Uh, Good afternoon, students. In today's class, I will be talking about inverse transformation using one more technique known as long division method. Okay, right? So, inverse transformation using long division method. Okay. So, how to do the problems on this one? Okay. As the name itself indicates that in this one, so what do you mean by inverse Z transformation? If x of z and ROC is given, then we'll have to find out x of n. Okay, x of z, so using this one, we are going to find out the x of n. Let us say z divided by z minus 1 is the x of z. Then what we do? We keep on dividing the numerator from the denominator. We keep on dividing the numerator from the denominator. Okay, minimum 3 to 5 terms you should get it. Okay, until that you keep on divide it. Since we are dividing so many times, that's why we call it as long division method. That means in the long division method of inverse Z transformation, we keep on dividing the numerator from the denominator and such that, okay, right. So what we do? So in a long division, we divide numerator of x of z from denominator such that okay, right. Okay, how you should divide? The first one, for right-handed sequence, x of z will be represented as negative powers of z. X of z will be represented as negative powers of z. Similarly, for left-handed sequence, left-handed sequence, x of z will be represented as positive powers of z. Okay, right. Third one, for two-sided sequence, this method is not applicable. Okay, right. So this is the rule what you should follow. So in inverse transformation by long division method, we divide the numerator from the denominator and we represent the x of z as the negative powers of z for right-handed sequence. For left-handed sequence, x of z is represented as positive powers of z. Then we are going for the inverse z transformation. Okay, right? So how to do this one? Okay, so this is the rule to solve the problem. Now I'll take one simple example. So with this condition, we are going to solve the problems on this. Unless they specify, don't do this method in the examination. See, for example, if they are specified, you'll have to do in that method. If they are not specified, better to go for partial fraction method. Okay. Now let us say find the inverse z transformation of x of z is equal to z divided by z minus 1 with ROC mod z greater than 1. You know the inverse z transformation of this one. Z divided by z minus 1 is what? U of n. With mod z greater than 1, right hand sequence now. So you will get the answer as U of n. You should get it, right? So we shall do that using long division. We know the method. We know that this is a standard relation, no? We know that the inverse Z transformation of Z divided by Z minus 1 with mod Z greater than 1 is what? U of n. So do this one. How will you do that? Divide. Divide numerator. So this is what? Right-handed sequence. Mod Z greater than 1 means what? Right-handed sequence. Okay, right. Therefore, what you should write? Z divided by Z. This is Z minus 1. Now you divide this one. Z. If you want to get Z, what you should do? 1 you should write it. Z minus 1. This gets cancelled. You will get it as 1. If you want to get 1, what you should do? This Z should be gets cancelled. Plus Z to the power of minus 1. Z to the power of minus 1 into Z is what? 1. Minus Z to the power of minus 1 into minus 1 is what? Z to the power of minus 1. You will get it. And what is that we are going to get? Right. So what is that we have? 1 we got it, and plus into minus is minus Z to the power of. Okay, right. So sorry, before that you will have to 1 minute. Once this Z is cancelled, if you subtract it, you will get plus 1. To get plus 1, what you should do? Z to the power of minus 1. Z to the power of minus 1 into Z is what? 1. Z to the power of minus 1 into minus 1 means minus Z to the power of minus 1. This gets cancelled. What will you get? Z to the power of minus 1. If you want to get Z to the power of minus 1, what you should do? Multiply by Z to the power of minus 2. Z to the power of minus 2 into Z. Z to the power of minus 2 into Z is what? Z to the power of minus 2 into Z is what? Z to the power of minus 1 minus Z to the power of minus 2 and Z to the power of minus 2, you will get it. What is this Z to the power of minus 2? Z to the power of minus 2 into Z to the power of minus 1 is what? Z to the power of. Now if you want to get Z to the power of minus 2, I will have to multiply by Z to the power of minus 3. Z to the power of minus 3 into Z to Z means what? Z to the power of minus 2. Z to the power of minus 3 into minus 1, Z to the power of minus 3. This gets cancelled. What will you get? Z to the power of minus 3. If you want to get Z to the power of minus 3, what I should do? Z to the power of minus 4. Minimum of 5 terms you take it. Maximum of 5 terms you should have. Don't go beyond that. Okay, just we have to check the method. That's it. So now, what is that I said? For right-handed sequence, x of z is represented as what? Negative powers of z. Z to the power of minus 1, z to the power of minus 2, z to the power of minus 3. Now, x of z is equal to what? 1 plus z power minus 1 plus z power minus 2 plus z power minus 3 plus z power minus 4 plus so on, you will get it. Now you take the inverse Z transformation of it. X of n is equal to 1 as the inverse Z transformation delta of n. Z to the power of minus 1 as the inverse Z transformation delta of n minus 1. What is that? Z to the power of minus 2 as the inverse Z transformation delta of minus 2. See the table. Delta of n minus n naught as Z transformation. Z to the power of minus n naught is nothing but what? Delta of n minus n naught, no? Same formula I am using it. Plus delta of n minus 3 plus delta of n minus 4 plus so on. Okay. If you want to write the closed form expression, what is this closed form? Sketch it and you can get back it. What is this one? Delta of n means what? At 0 its value is 1. Delta of n minus 1 means what? 1. At 1 its value is 1. At what is this? Delta of n minus 2. At 2 its value is 1. Next at 3 its value is 1. And at 4 its value is 1. Like that we are going to. So this you know that it is just u of n now. Therefore x of n is equal to what? U of n, because starting from 0 up to infinity its value is 1. That is your u of n now. That's what we know now. Z divided by z minus 1 with mod z greater than 1 is what? Right-handed sequence, which is a u of n. Inverse Z transformation of it. That you can check it in the table itself. So this is using long division method. Will you agree with that? Okay, right. Now, on the other hand, sir, I don't know how come I know that every time we cannot sketch it. In such situations, what we can do is we can go for this. X of n is equal to, we can write it as delta of summation. I will have to add it now. Number of this one. For different values of what is that? 1, 2, 3 are there, no? Some parameter is there. That parameter will call it as k. n minus k. Delta of n minus k for k varies from 0 to infinity. K varies from 0 to infinity. Why I have taken summation? Because summation is the number of additions we have. That is summation. And add this function value for k varies from 0 to infinity. K is equal to 0, you check it out. K is equal to 0, you will get delta of n. K is equal to 1, you will get delta of n minus 1. K is equal to 2. Summation means plus. So this is another way of representing the answer. Okay. This is how we should do it. So this is known as inverse Z transformation using long division method. Same problem, let us say, I have this one. Okay, right? Let us say mod Z less than 1. Mod Z less than 1 means what? Left-handed sequence. What is my rule says? My rule says that for left-handed sequence, x of z is represented as what? Positive powers of z. If you want to get positive powers, what you should do? Very simple one. Observe here. Z you keep it as it is. This one you rewrite it. Rearrange this one. Minus 1 plus z. That means you should write the lowest power in the left side and highest power in the right side. Earlier, what is that? Highest power. This is power is 1. Here power is 0. Z to the power of 0 is 1 now. So z to the power of 1, z to the power of 0. Here z to the power of 0, z to the power of 1. So therefore, what you should do? Lower power in the left side, you should write it. Do the problem. So you will get automatically, you will get the positive power. So that means if you want to get the positive powers, what you should do? Lower power to the higher power, you should write it. Rearrange it. If you want to get negative power, higher power to lower power, you should get it. So in the decreasing powers of z, you should write it. In case of what is that? Positive power. If you want to get negative powers. If you want to get positive powers, increasing powers of z, you should write it. Okay, right? So now you will get automatically. So I want z. What you should do? If you want to get z, multiply by z. Z into minus 1 minus z. But actually you want plus z, no? So multiply by minus z. Therefore, what will you get? Minus into minus plus z and minus z square. Cancel this one. Subtract, you will get z square. If you want to get z square, what you should do? Minus sign is there. Therefore, minus z square you write. Minus into minus plus z square and minus z cube. And plus z cube you will get it. Okay, right. So plus z cube means what you should write? Minus z cube. Minus into minus plus z cube minus z to the power of 4 and z to the power of 4. Okay, right. So you don't need to do all of them. If you are able to rewrite yourself, that is, for example, you understand this minus z square minus z cube until you get the idea to write the rest of the two. So what you should write? Minus z to the power of 4 minus z to the power of 5 plus so on. You can write now. Minus so on. You should write now. So if you're able to write, don't need to do it. One, what 3 or 4 terms you do it. Then if you're able to generalize it, you do it yourself. So x of z is equal to what? X of z is equal to, what is that you can write it? X of z is equal to, one minute. So x of z is equal to x of z is equal to what? Minus z square minus z cube minus z to the power of 4 minus z to the power of 5. You can take the inverse z transformation. X of n is equal to, take minus sign outside. Inverse z transformation of z is what? Delta of n plus 1 now plus delta of n plus 2 plus delta of n plus 3 plus delta of n plus 4 plus delta of n plus 5. Okay, right. So plus so on. Next, can you sketch it? Okay, right. At minus 1, its value is minus 1. Okay, this is 0. At minus 1, its value is minus 1. At minus 2, its value is minus 1. At minus 2, its value is minus 1. Okay, right. At next, at minus 3, its value is minus 1. At minus 4, its value is minus 1. At minus 5, its value is minus 1. Like that, it will go on. So this is nothing but what? 0. This side. This is nothing but what? This side is nothing but u of n. This is u of, what is that? This side is nothing but what? U of minus n. If we shift by one amount to 1 unit means what? U of minus n minus 1. But negative side is there. That is nothing but what? Minus u of minus n minus 1. Have you understood this one? 0 from 0 right hand side is u of n. Fold it u of minus n. But shift by an amount equal to 1 unit. Then what will you get? U of minus n minus 1 you will get it. But amplitude is what? Negative side. Minus you should write it. So therefore x of n is equal to. Therefore x of n is equal to what? X of n is equal to minus u of minus n minus 1. So this closed form expression, since we know the standard relation, I am writing it. It is not possible to write for in all the cases. In such situations, what you can do is x of n can be written as summation, adding all of them. Negative sign is there. N varies from where to k varies from. K varies from where to where? 1 to infinity. Delta of n plus k. Delta of what? N plus k. That's it. Okay, what is that we have? K is equal to 1. K is equal to 1 means what? Delta of n plus 1 with negative sign. Delta of n plus 1. K is equal to 2. This is a trial and error only. K is equal to 2. Delta of n plus 2 with negative sign. K is equal to 3. Delta of n plus 3 with negative sign. K is equal to 4. Delta of n plus 4 with negative sign. K is equal to 5. Delta of n plus 5. Right? Like that. That's how we should do it. Will you agree with that? Now, let us go for one more problem. Okay, right. So, find the z transformation of x of z is equal to z divided by z minus a with ROC mod z greater than 1. With ROC mod z greater than 1. How to solve this problem? Mod z greater than a, sorry. You know this answer. What is this one? A power n into u of n. Z divided from the table. Z divided by z minus a with mod z greater than a is what? Okay, shall we check it out? Okay, right. So what is that we have? Z minus a. If you want to get, because if this right hand side sequence, you should get negative powers of z. If you want to get negative powers of z, you should write the equation in decreasing powers of z. So what you should write? Z. So if you want to get z, what you should write? 1. Okay, z is here and 1. 1 into z minus a. This way a will get, a you will get it. If you want to get z, next if you want to get a, what you should do? Multiply by a. And I want to cancel out this z so that I will get a. So what you should do? If you want to cancel out this z, what I should do? Multiply by z to the power of minus 1. If you multiply a z to the power of minus 1 with z, what will you get? A z power minus 1 into z means 1 you will get, a you will get it. Okay, right? So therefore you will get a, and a into a square minus a square into z to the power of minus 1. This gets cancelled. What will you get? A square into z to the power of minus 1. Now, if you want to get a square, what I should do? Multiply by a square. I want to cancel out this z and I should get z to the power of minus 1. If you want to get z to the power of minus 1 after multiplying with z means you should multiply with z to the power of minus 2. So what will you get? A square into a square you will get it. Z to the power of minus 2 into z means z to the power of minus 1 minus a cube into z to the power of what? Minus 2. This gets cancelled. A cube into z to the power of minus 2. A cube into z to the power of minus 2. So then what you should write? A cube into z to the power of minus. If you want to get a cube into z to the power of minus 2, multiply by a cube. And if you want to get z to the power of minus 2, what you should do? Multiply by z to the power of minus 3. z to the power of minus 3, we will get further, we will get it. So you can write it now. 1a square, a cube, so on, z power minus 1, z power minus 2, z power minus 3, a to the power of 4, z to the power of minus 4, plus so on, you will get it. Okay, right. Therefore, x of z is equal to what? X of z is equal to what? 1 plus a z to the power of minus 1 plus a square z to the power of minus 2 plus a cube z to the power of minus 3 plus a power 4 into z to the power of minus 4 plus so on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 terms are there. Take the inverse Z transformation. Inverse Z transformation of it. X of n is equal to delta of n plus a is constant, delta of n minus 1 plus a square into delta of n minus 2 plus a cube into delta of n minus 3 plus a power 4 into delta of n minus 4. This can be written as what? X of n is equal to summation. Summation n varies from where to where? 0 to infinity. 0 to infinity. Delta of one, term by term you evaluate it. Delta of n minus k. Delta of n minus k, you put k is equal to 0. Delta of n. Put k is equal to 1. Delta of n minus 1. Put k is equal to 2. Delta of n minus 2. We are getting it now. So therefore, we can write it. But what about this? A to the power of, what is that? A to the power of 1 when n is equal to 0. When n is equal to 0, a to the power of 0 you should get it, right? So therefore, a power, not n, this is k, sorry. K varies from 0 to infinity. A to the power of k. Give the value. K is equal to 0. A power 0 is what? 1 into delta of n. K is equal to 1. A power 1 into delta of n minus 1. K is equal to 2. Okay, this is satisfying now. And actually, if you want to, we have a standard relation. If possible, you can write it. This is nothing but equal to a power n into u of n. U of n indicates 0 to infinity. A power n is equal to 0, a power 0. N is equal to 1, a power 1. You will get that. A power n into u of. Since we know that it is a standard relation, we can write. Otherwise, it's not possible. Write it in this format, right? That's how we should do the problems on long division method. Okay, now we shall see some of the examination questions, how to solve it. Okay, right. So this is one examination problem from one of the papers, VTU. Okay, right. So find the inverse Z transformation of x of z is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus 3 by 2 z to the power of minus 1 plus 1 by 2 into z to the power of minus 2 with ROC mod z greater than 1. With ROC mod z greater. First you convert this into positive powers. Multiply numerator and denominator. Multiply numerator and denominator by z square. Then what will you get? X of z is equal to what? Z square divided by z square minus 3 by 2 z plus 1 by 2. So I am multiplying the numerator and denominator by z square. Okay. How will you do that? So now it is a right-handed sequence. We should write the what? So x of z will be represented as what? Negative powers of z. So then you divide it. Divide the, you don't need to take x of z by z. X of z by z is only for a partial fraction method. In this one, x of z only. In the x of z, divide the numerator from the denominator. Z square, and this is what? Z square minus 3 by 2 z plus half. Okay, right. If you want to get z square, what you should do? Multiply by 1. Multiply by 1 means what? Z square minus 3 by 2 z plus 1 by 2. This gets cancelled. Then what will you get? 3 by 2 z plus, sorry, minus. Subtracting it, this become negative, positive, this become negative. Minus 1 by 2. If you want to get 3 by 2 z, what you should do? I want 3 by 2. Therefore, you multiply by 3 by 2. I want to I should get z square. I should get z. Therefore, z square is there. If you want to get z from the z square, what I should do? Multiply by z to the power of minus 1. Z to the power of 3 by 2, 3 by 2. Z to the power of minus 1 into z square means z to the power of z, you will get it, right? So, 3 by 2 z to the power of minus 1, you will get it. Okay, right. So, now you multiply it. So, what will you get? 3 by 2 z to the 3 by 2 into 1 is 3 by 2. Z to the power of minus 1 into z square is z, you will get it. And minus 3 by 2 is 9 by 4. 9 by 4. Z to the power of minus 1 into z is 1, you will get it. Plus half into 3 by 2. That is nothing but what? 3 by 4. 3 by 4. 3 by 2 into 1 by 2 is 3 by 4 into z to the power of minus 1. Cancel out this. What will you get? 9 by 4. 9 by 4 minus 1 by 2. 9 by 4 minus 1 by 2 is what? You can do it in calculator. I don't have calculator here. So 4 LCM. What will you get? 9 minus 2, which is equal to what? 7 by 4. So what is that we get? 7 by 4 positive. 7 by 4 and minus 3 by 4 z to the power of minus 1. Now further, I'll continue here. 7 by 4 minus 3 by 4 z to the power of minus 1. As it is, I am from here to here. I am transferring. Now, if you want to get 7 by 4, what I should do? Multiply by 7 by 4. Therefore, I should multiply by what? 7 by 4. Multiply by 7 by 4. But I want, what is that? 7 by 4. 7 by 4, if you want to get, I want to get 7 by 4, I multiply by 7 by 4. And at the same time, I want to cancel out this z square. If you want to cancel it that z square, what I should do? I should multiply by z to the power of minus 2. Now, 7 by 4 into z to the power of minus 2 is what? Z to the power of minus 2 into plus 2 is 1. You will get 7 by 4. Okay. And 7 by 4 minus 21 by 8. Minus 21 by 8 z to the power of, what is that we have? Z to the power of minus 2 into z is z to the power of minus 1. And last one is plus 7 by 8 into z to the power of what? Minus 2 into z to the power of minus 2 into 1 is z to the power of minus 2. Okay, these two gets cancelled. 21 by 8 minus 3 by 4. Use calculator. 21 by 8. 21 by 8 minus 3 by 4. 8 is the LCM. 21 minus, what will you get? 4 divided with this one, 2. 2 into 3, 6. 21 minus 6. So 21 minus 6 is 15 by 8, you will get it. Okay. So if you subtract this, you will get 15 by 8 z to the power of minus 1 minus 7 by 8 z to the power of minus 2. If you want to get 15 by 8, what I should do? I should multiply by 15 by 8. If you want to get z to the power of minus 1, I have z square here. What I should do? I should multiply by z to the power of minus 3. Okay, if you are able to generalize it, you can generalize it. Therefore, x of z is equal to 1 plus 3 by 2 z to the power of minus 1 plus 7 by 4 z to the power of minus 2 plus 15 by 8 z to the power of minus 3 plus what? Okay, right. So now if you are able to generalize it, you generalize it. Otherwise, do it one more step. So I'll try to, so what is this one? 3 is nothing but what? 2 square minus 1. 7 is nothing but what? 2 cube. 2 cube is what? 8 minus 1. This is nothing but what? 2 to the power of 4. 16 by 16 minus 1 is 15. And this is nothing but what? 2 to the power of 5. 32 minus 1. 31 divided by, this is 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4 is 16. And z to the power of minus 4. That's how we should generalize it. Okay, now that means there is a relation. So now we take the inverse Z transformation. X of n is equal to what? Delta of n plus 3 by 2 into delta of n minus 1 plus 7 by 4 into delta of n minus 2 plus 15 by 8 into delta of n minus 3 plus 31 by 16 into delta of n minus 4 plus so on. Okay, now we can generalize this. What is that? X of n is equal to, closed form expression I'll write. X of n is equal to summation. K ranges from 0 to infinity. K ranges from 0 to infinity. First, term by term you take it. Delta of n minus 1, n minus 0, n minus 1. That means delta of n minus k. This term you got it. Okay. First delta of n, numerator and then denominator. Okay, right. This is nothing but what? 2 square minus 1. 2 cube minus 1. That is 2 to the power of k minus. Check it out. We cannot directly write k minus 1. 2 to the power of k. 2 to the power of k minus 1 here. Okay. K is equal to 0. K plus 1 I'll write it. K plus 1 minus 1. Okay, what will I get? K plus 1 minus 1 is what? Put k is equal to 0. 2 to the power of 1, 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, we got that one. K is equal to 0. You will get 2. 2 to the power of 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. You will get numerator 1. You will get denominator also. You should get 1 divided by 2 to the power of k. 2 to the power. K to the power of 0 is what? 1. Okay, we shall check it out. One term we got it. Second term we check it out. Put k is equal to 1. K is equal to 1 means what? 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 to the power of 2. 2 to the power of 2 is what? 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. I got the 3. Denominator. 2 to the power of 1 is what? 2. I got it. Okay, this is, we have to do it trial and error. Okay, one more verification. Third step we should check it out. Put k is equal to 2. K is equal to 2 means what? 0, 1, 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 cube is what? 8. 8 minus 1 is what? 7. We got it. Okay. 2 means 2 to the power of 2 is 4. Yes, like that we can check it out. So this is the expression what we should get it. So which is nothing but x of n is nothing but what? I'll write it once again. Summation k ranges from 0 to infinity. 2 to the power of k plus 1 minus 1 divided by 2 to the power of k into delta of n minus k. That's how we should write the closed form expression. Sir, I couldn't able to do this much. I'll do only this much. If I couldn't able to do it correctly, you may lose 1 mark, right? But up to that point, it is must. This question maybe generally they'll ask this question for 4 marks, maximum 5 marks, right? So go for next one. So this is how we should write find the inverse Z transformation using long division method. Okay, one more problem from the examination. Find the inverse Z transformation of x of z is equal to z divided by z minus 1 into z minus 2 with ROC mod z greater than 1 using power series method, he said. The power series method is nothing but equal to what? Is same as long division method. What do you do in long division method? We divide the numerator from the denominator, and x of z will be represented either in the negative powers of z or positive powers of z, depending upon whether it is a right-handed sequence or left-handed sequence. If it is a right-handed sequence, x of z is represented as negative powers of z. If it is a left-handed sequence, x of z is represented as positive powers of z. So since we are representing the x of z in terms of powers of z, it's also called as a series of powers of z. It is known as power series method. This is known as what? Power series method. That's what we. So here he said that in the examination, don't think that it's a power series method. This method we didn't know. So this is another name for the long division method is what? Power series method. Because x of z is represented as what? Series of powers of z. Series of powers of z. Okay, hence it is called as power series method. Since we are dividing the numerator from the denominator, we call it as long division. We can't divide such that with series of powers you will get it. That's why we call it as long division method. Okay, so this one is very easy using partial fraction method, but we are not supposed to do. He said that power series method. That means long division method. Then what you should do? First you multiply it. X of z is equal to z divided by z square minus z minus 2z minus 3z plus 2. Okay, right. So now you divide the numerator from the denominator. Z square minus 3z plus 2. Okay, right. So now z square means what? You'll have to write, I want z. Then what you should write? Z to the power of minus 1. So what will you get? Z minus 3 plus 2z to the power of minus 1. Multiply by z to the power of minus 1, all the three terms. Now what will you get? 3 plus 3 minus 2z to the power of, when you are subtracting it, what will you get? Negative power, negative will become positive. If you want to get 3, what you should do? I multiply by 3. If you want to cancel out z square, what you should do? Multiply by z to the power of minus 2. So what will you get? 3 you will get it. Z to the power of minus 2 into z square is what? 1. And 3 into 3 is what? Minus 9. Z to the power of minus 1 plus 6 into z to the power of minus 2. This 3 gets cancelled. 7 z to the power of minus 1 minus 6 z to the power of minus 2. Okay, right. If you want to get 7, what you should do? First you multiply by 7. Now I want to get z to the power of minus 1. Z square is there. Multiply by z to the power of minus 3. Z to the power of minus 3 into z square is what? Z to the power of minus 1. 7 as it is you will get. 7 into 3. So 7 z to the power of minus 1 we got it. 7 into 3 minus 21. Minus 21. Z to the power of minus 3 into z means what? Z to the power of minus 2 and plus 14 z to the power of minus 3. This one gets cancelled. 21 minus 6 is what? 15. That is nothing but what? So when you are subtracting, this become positive. So 21 minus 6 is what? 15. 15 z to the power of minus 2 minus 14 z to the power of minus 3. Now, if you want to get 15 means we multiply by 15. If you want to get z to the power of minus 2, here z square is there, multiply by z to the power of, what is that we have? Z to the power of minus 2 if you want. Z square is there. Multiply by z to the power of minus 4. Z to the power of minus 4 into 2 is what? Z to the power of 2 is z to the power of minus 2, you will get it. Okay, right? So therefore, you will get this, right? 15 z to the power of minus 2 and what will you get? 15 into 3. 15 into 3 is what? 15 into 3 is 45. 45 minus 45. Z to the power of minus 4 into z is what? Z to the power of minus 3. And 15 into 2, 30. Z to the power of minus 4. Okay, right. 45 minus 14. 45 minus 14 is 45 minus 14 is what? 5 minus 4 is 1 and 31. 31 z to the power of minus 3 minus 30 z to the power of minus 4. Next, 31 z to the power of what? Minus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enough. You can stop at this point. Plus 1. X of z is equal to If you want, you can stop at somewhere in the middle also, if you are able to generalize it. Z to the power of minus 1, 3 z to the power of minus 2, plus 7 z to the power of minus 3, plus 15 z to the power of minus 4, plus 31 z to the power of minus 5, plus so on. Now you take the inverse Z transformation. X of n is equal to delta of n minus 1, delta of n minus 1. Next, 3 into delta of n minus 2, 3 into delta of n minus 2, n minus 2, plus 7 into delta of n minus 3, plus 15 into delta of n minus 4, plus 31 into delta of n minus 5, plus so on. Therefore, x of n is equal to summation k ranges from 1 to infinity, delta of n minus k. Okay, delta of n minus, put k is equal to 1, delta of n, you will get it. Put k is equal to 2, delta of n minus 2, that is fine. What about this one? 1, 3, 7. Okay, this is 2 to the power of 1 minus 1. Right? This is 2 to the power of 2, 4 minus 1. Okay, this is nothing but 2 to the power of k minus 1. Check it out. Okay, 2 to the power of 1 is 2, 2 minus 1 is 1. Put k is equal to 2, 2 square, 4 minus 1 is 3. Put k is equal to 3, 2 cube, 8, 8 minus 1 is 7. Okay, next 4, 16 minus 1, 15. Next 5, 32 minus 1. Okay, that's right. So that's how we should do it. Sometimes you may not be able to do this closed form. Trial and error only should do it, or you can stop at this level if at all, if it is not possible. But always closed form expression will get you full marks. Okay. So one more problem. So find the inverse Z transformation of another examination problem. X of Z is equal to Z plus Z to the power of minus 1 divided by 1 minus half Z to the power of minus 1 with ROC mod Z greater than half. This is another examination problem. So how to solve this one? Okay. Anyhow, I think it is time up. I'll continue in the next class. Okay.